Hey guys, welcome back to Casual Corner Chat. I am Luke.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Sam.
And today we are going to talk to you guys about popular hot takes and our own hot takes. As you can see, Vu is away today. Don't worry, he will be remembered, but not... Wait, no. He will be remembered and missed? Yeah, he will be remembered
But not
and
forgotten.
missed. Not forgotten. I forgot how that saying went. My bad.
Yes.
Sorry, Vu, if you're watching. But anyways, so guys, tell me what hot takes are. Explain to me, please.
Oh, like a controversial opinion that someone has.
Yeah, I feel like another word for hot takes is like unpopular opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, do you reckon that in this day and age, hot takes are just getting more out of hand?
Yes.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is it, you reckon, because of woke culture and cancel culture? Like, I feel like the more woke people become, the crazier the hot takes are.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
To an extent. I would say,
Or I also think people are just more opinionated nowadays.
yeah, and more verbal about it.
Yeah. And like speak their minds a lot more, and like freedom of speech and whatnot.
And there's like so many different like platforms to present those
Yeah.
Yeah,
opinions.
exactly. Okay.
And I think they feed off that,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah.
Okay. We'll continue on this point later on, but let's go through. So, what do you think are some popular hot takes, or some
Yeah,
typical
popular.
hot takes?
Yeah, typical ones.
Oh yeah, you mentioned one earlier, pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple pizza. Do you guys agree? I find it alright.
Yeah.
I love
I don't
pineapple
understand what
pizza.
the big deal is. I'm like,
A good Hawaiian.
no offense. I've been to Italy. Their pizza is overrated.
Oh,
I feel like that's an unpopular opinion.
I'm sorry. I'm like, we went to I can't remember what it was. It was literally, I think, Napoli or something like that.
Yeah.
the home of pizza.
Yeah, the home
Yes.
of pizza. And we had a
What?
pizza. It was nice, but maybe it's just like we get like,
I think we're used to all the junk food here.
Yeah,
like,
we're used to all
like
that.
thick crust. Or,
same with
Is it wood fired, the pizza that you had?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
wood fired. They got a few people to make it and all that.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was nice. The sauce was great.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm sorry, I want more toppings. I like a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
I think I was the same when I went overseas. I really liked like heavy toppings. Like I love my meat lovers pizza. I think that's great. And then
Yeah.
what else? I just like a supreme is really nice compared to
Yeah.
like the traditional Italian pizza, which is like just
Yeah.
cheese, tomato,
Like a
base
margarita?
and like a very thin crust. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a margarita
Yeah.
essentially.
I do like a good margarita, but yes, I'm like a toppings girl. I'm like, I need all the
Yeah.
toppings. And Supreme
Yeah.
is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
But that
yeah.
is controversial.
Yes, sorry. A
Yeah.
popular hot take became my hot take.
Yeah. Well, like I'm curious about like in Italy, like the pasta game, because I'm more of a pasta person. Like I can't really tell the differences between pizza unless it's like the base and then the toppings. Whereas like pasta has like more like the texture of the pasta, the flavors of the
Yeah.
pasta.
Flavor, I feel
There's like more dimension.
yeah, flavor is much more better than Australia.
Yeah.
But the actual pasta itself, like the noodles, no, not the
Like
noodles.
the pasta type.
The pasta type.
Yeah.
They like it to overcook it a bit.
Oh,
It's a bit more.
it's not as al dente.
Yeah.
Really? I
yeah.
Interesting.
thought that there were two al dente.
Oh.
Italy.
Really?
So two different experiences. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess different experience, but yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like like it was not. It was alright.
Yeah.
Again, I like it back in Australia.
Yeah. I feel
yeah.
like we're pretty privileged here to have like a variety of
Definitely,
different
yeah,
kinds of food.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like even pizza here, like wood fired pizza is pretty good here, I would say.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
I've been to like Italy, for example, but yeah,
yeah.
I feel like
No, I
we've got
agree.
pretty good balance.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like all cultures here are
Yes.
actually great.
Yeah.
Are there
interesting.
any popular or typical hot takes you guys know of?
Macca's fries and soft serve together.
Ooh.
I feel like I do that. Oh, I don't do that
I
enough.
think people are divided. On that,
Yes,
maybe.
people are very
Really?
divided. I
Yeah.
think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I like doing it.
I
But
do too.
I don't typically dip. I typically eat them separately.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mind. I don't mind it.
Like-
yeah. You don't mind the combo.
Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. So you wouldn't order. You can order like if you order soft serve, you don't have to order French fries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they like it's just something happening come along,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Interesting. I haven't done that in a long time. Just thinking about it. Maybe this is.
I definitely did it last year. Definitely did it last year.
Where do you
So.
think that actually came from? Like just randomly dipping
Yeah,
chips?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Because
But-
I feel like those are probably the two
Most polar
popular
opposites.
Yeah, polar opposites, but like popular items. So someone was just like, let's just try this. And then it became a thing, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. Something that's being annoying. Like, it was a few years ago, everyone was doing a blend of different kinds of foods. Like, it's like a lot of fusions.
Fusion, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what was it? The cronut. It's like
Oh,
a
I
Croissant
enjoy
donut. I love that.
I love that, yeah.
Croissant donut.
I do
I'm
love
like,
that.
I also
Yeah.
like a croffin.
Croffin, yes,
Yeah,
I do love a
croffins are nice
croffin.
too.
Yeah,
Croffin-
croissant muffin. It's
What?
Yeah, that's really good too.
I can't picture that.
Have
Like,
you never heard of it?
No.
I feel like if we show you a photo, you'll know. You'll have definitely seen it. Yeah.
But like, what's the texture like? Is it soft
It's
as
not
a
like
muffin?
a-
croissant.
It's not like a muffin per se, isn't it? Isn't
No,
it?
it's a croissant.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
more
made
like
out of
croissant.
croissant pastry. It's
Yeah.
just shaped in a muffin tin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
is
so it's
that
like
it?
a muffin base
Yeah.
and then croissant kind of texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have seen it. Well, like cookies were a thing. Croissant, like the cookie on the croissant
The
last
cookie
year.
in the croissant.
Yeah, no, on top
Oh, is
of
it on top? I
it.
thought it was
Yeah,
inside.
I think they
I
do
thought the cookie was
also have
inside.
the ones inside as well. So cookies were like a really big thing last year. But
Yeah.
what? You're not a fan?
What, of the croissant?
Well, like
muffin?
of the
I can't
fusion,
picture
of the
it.
fusion,
Oh,
the fusion.
like, it just felt like we just were lost in ideas and we were just trying to make something up. And then
Yeah.
it just becomes a fad at the time.
yeah,
And then, yeah, fair
people
enough.
jump
If
on
it
that hype
worked,
train.
it worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it works. Like in Australia,
it's like the Dubai chocolate.
Oh yes,
Like
I
that
don't
was
think
a
I've
big
had
thing.
that
I
yet.
haven't had
Dubai
that
chocolate.
yet. It's like the
Get on the trends,
pistachio.
Rick.
Bro.
I know all these food trends. I don't know what it's. I know it's made out of pistachio.
It's made out of like nafe
Yes.
crumbs. I think it's a noodle. I don't know what it is, like nafe. And then they pan fry it in some butter, and then they pour like pistachio butter over that.
Oh, I think
and
I've
then
seen it.
they stuff that into like a chocolate bar.
Yes. So then when you break it, when you crack it open, there's like a layer of like that pistachio and nafe thing
Okay.
in the middle.
Interesting.
Yeah. But that
Alright.
was like super viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super, super viral.
Like the only thing I can think of that is like a fusion and it became popular is sugarcane and coconut water. Have you guys tried that? It's actually
Is that
pretty
not a
decent.
normal thing that they sell at sugarcane places?
No, because I only been in
I've
Cabra
never
and
tried
all
that.
sugarcane is just sugarcane.
yeah, fresh sugar cane.
juice.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you mean? They add like orange juice, lime juice, pineapple.
Yeah, that's only a like recent trend.
Yeah.
Of like
It's not a
infused-
recent trend. I was
Like,
like
for
2
the past few
years
years,
ago.
like 2 years ago,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's 2
yeah.
years ago. But I mean, like, it's become like so popular now. Like, we've got multiple stores in Burwood, like there are like sugarcane trucks along the Hume Highway, all from different owners and all of that. And it's just like
What's the sugarcane drive-through? I think that's definitely
That's
a
closed
front.
down. Oh,
That's
I
a
know.
front for something, bro.
I feel like that is too.
It was they occupied such a huge space.
It was a massive
on the Hume
like,
Highway.
Yeah.
it's the one
like a car park
on the
space.
one towards Norfolk.
Cabra.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just like one small truck and entire thing. Right?
Oh, is it a truck? I thought it was like an actual store.
Maybe it was an actual store, but I think they moved it into a truck, and now that
Okay.
truck is parked on the opposite side of the road.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
Sugarcane
iffy
coconut water.
stuff. But yeah,
sounds
have you
good,
not tried
actually.
it? Have you guys never tried
No, I've
it?
never tried that.
No.
Yeah,
never tried
try
that.
that one.
Yeah.
I'll try your thing if you try that one.
Yeah.
Well,
That
have you tried coconut and matcha? I like that.
Coconut, like coconut water?
Yeah.
No, I
coconut-
haven't, but I
yeah.
feel like I'd
That
like
one's
that.
Good. Yeah, that
I
one's
feel like
good.
I'd like
So
that.
many fusions.
Yeah.
I
But
enjoy it.
Or like
anyways,
strawberry matcha. Well, like blew
yeah,
up.
Yeah. Well, that's no longer a thing anymore. Coconut matcha. No.
I see. I'm not up to date yet.
anyways, on to other popular hot takes. I'm going to list a few from
Yeah.
different categories. So for animals, apparently the number one hot take for animals are sloths aren't as cute in real life.
Okay. Cannot confirm because I've never seen a sloth in real life.
Have you seen photos of a baby sloth? They're like
Yeah, they're
adorable as
cute.
shit.
No, I haven't. But have I seen a sloth in real life? I don't know.
I don't think you
That's
would.
not
It's hard to
yeah, it's
see
not
one.
a common animal
Yeah,
that we'd see in Australia.
but yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen one.
Okay. All right, then
I
another
just remember
animal hot
that
take.
in Zootopia.
Oh, yeah.
That was cute. I like that one.
Pugs are ugly.
They're ugly cute. That's a thing.
They're like opposites, like two words are opposite,
It's
right?
like ugly cute. It's like some of them are really cute. Some of them just look a little bit ugly.
Munted.
Yeah, a little bit. But some of them are pretty cute. Like the baby ones. The baby ones are so cute.
Yeah.
And like with all the little
Debatable,
like layers.
debatable.
All the,
I've seen
what are
ugly-
layers? The
Fat folds.
yeah, the fat balls. They're so cute.
Oh,
I love that.
For me, it's debatable. It's like sometimes pugs. I think the only thing I like about pugs are they're just like very cuddleable.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
yeah.
I just want to like give you like a
Oh.
Okay.
hug and,
So that's so
like,
funny
feed
you say that because one of my girlfriends has a pug.
Yeah.
Ro has a pug, and he is not huggable. In the
What do you
sense,
mean?
in the sense of like he's quite aggressive. He's quite scary.
Oh.
But I think like obviously with her like his name is Butter. When Butter is so cute, I know. When Butter's with his family, it's fine. But like with strangers, I think he's like opening up now. But like at the beginning, like he would always bark, and I'd like stay still and just like not move because
Yeah,
I'd be too scared for him to react.
Mm.
So not sure what cuddly.
Okay.
Because have you seen like a cavoodle or like a golden retriever?
We're gonna talk about that afterwards. And
You know what I
I used to
mean?
have a golden retriever, so
yeah,
very
golden
cuddly
retriever's
as hell.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think dogs are a trend? Because I feel like pugs used to be a trend, but you don't see many pugs.
You don't
out
see that many
nowadays.
pugs, yeah.
But nowadays, you see a lot of sausage dogs.
Yes.
Sausage dogs,
Sausage dogs and
the Shiba
cavoodles.
dogs.
Shiba, yes.
okay.
Yeah.
They're
like the
trend.
typical.
And the caboodle ones.
the
Yeah,
typical,
it is a trend.
Yeah. And they're all in like specific areas as well. Yeah.
that is so
I would
true.
say. But I think with pugs, because like they have a lot of like issues as well.
Yeah, so
like
did they
Frenchies
die
as well.
earlier?
Yeah.
Frenchies, that's all
Yeah.
one I was
Frenchies
thinking
was
about.
also pretty popular too. Like, but I'm seeing them a lot around now. But like, I think even sausage dogs have a lot of like problems as well.
Back problems.
Yeah, back problems. Yeah.
Because they're tiny little legs.
All right.
Yeah.
On a brand one, Samsung is better than Apple. I agree. Even though I'm an iPhone user, I agree on that.
I think Android is better than Apple.
Oh yeah, if we're classifying it, yeah, Android is better than Apple.
I can't say that. As in, I don't agree with that because I've used an Android and
Really?
feel-
you can do so much with iPhone.
I think you can. But I'm a lazy person in the sense of like I'm not gonna customize. I'm not gonna like learn all the features. Like I think with when you have a Samsung and you're a Samsung user, you go into the technical
Yeah,
like parts of the phone a lot more and like what it provides. Whereas like Apple is for like
Apple's for the lazy man.
yeah, it's just
lazy.
for like the bare necessities. The bare necessities. So maybe it would be better for that. But I think in my regard, like I'm not gonna because I've had both and I don't think I utilized the Samsung phone as much as I should have.
Like
and I couldn't be bothered
It's a
as
harder
well.
interface. It's definitely
Yeah.
a harder interface. Like
Yeah.
they don't upfront tell you what you can do with a Samsung
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
with Android because there's so
Yeah.
many like illegal things you can do with it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And Apple's like upfront. Oh, here's something glittery and new.
Yes,
Do
they
this.
they broadcast it.
Yeah, they broadcast it.
Yeah,
And that's why every
Yeah.
time there's like a new
That's true.
Apple reveal,
That's true.
all the Android users like talk shit about it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we already have it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
didn't say it to you guys.
correct.
And all
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
But I think Apple's a lot more user friendly
it is.
in the sense of like
Yeah.
people can just use it for the
Yeah.
like
And it's
the ordinary
aimed-
things
Yeah.
you'd use a phone
It's literally aimed for like every age group. Like even the elderly can
Yeah.
use it, and it's
Yeah.
completely fine.
all demographics, all like ages. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Entertainment hot takes. So this is got to be a funny one. Podcasts aren't worth listening to.
I so disagree.
Yeah.
So disagree. I
Your
gain
argument.
so much information from podcasts, and I like it's when I'm in the car and I don't want to listen to music, I go straight to a podcast because then
Agree,
I'm also
yeah.
able to like retain a lot more information and like learn different things. But like there's so many varieties of podcasts as well. Like there's ones where you can learn a lot, like
Yeah.
money, business, like finances, and then like health as
Yeah.
well. And like there's a lot of like self-help motivational ones. But then there's also ones where they just like talk a lot of random stuff and you get to just like hear different people's opinions.
My
And
kind of show.
yeah, exactly. Which is what we kind of do, right? So
Yeah.
I feel that's bullshit. yeah.
She saw you guys. She did it again.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Like,
No.
yeah.
I completely
Yeah,
agree.
me
Like
too.
my friends always like it's like, oh, I'd rather listen to music, but like I don't know, you get so much more out of podcasts than
Yeah.
music. yes, I understand you listen to music during a workout
Yeah.
because you need to focus more on your
Yeah.
workout than the podcast.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something like that requires little brain function,
Yeah.
then you listen to a podcast,
Yeah.
because that will fill it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like driving. Like, yeah. I do
Yeah.
agree with that. Do you guys listen to audiobooks? If
I
might
do.
ask? Do you?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Rarely though.
I think I struggle with listening to audiobooks.
It depends on who's
A little bit.
speaking.
Oh, okay.
for me.
Depending on the voice?
Honestly, yeah. Because if
Okay.
it's an old person that like mumbles and like 1 star for me. I'm sorry,
Well,
1
even
star.
the monotone thing, like voice,
Yeah.
I can't do that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like with audiobooks, I find it a little bit more difficult for some
It
reason.
depends on the book and the information.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
being told
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Like I would like to read a book, but sometimes it's hard for me to sit down and actually read a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I go to audiobooks.
Audiobooks, yeah.
But they also take quite a bit longer than a podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
feel like podcasts at 2.5 hours is still long.
Yeah.
But a book is like 8, 9, 10
Yeah,
hours.
they
Yeah,
go
it's a long time.
Deep.
Yeah.
and deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes.
But I think also with podcasts, like there's so many, I guess, like different lengths, like times
yeah.
of podcasts that you can like just fit in like a short one.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a podcast like on the train to work, for example, and it's just like a news one, like for like what's happening in the world, and it just gives me a quick like snapshot without me like looking and browsing like the web.
Okay.
So I feel like podcasts are like for everyone.
Yeah.
And there's so
yeah.
much variety.
And they give you like more, like when you're not looking for information, they can give you information that you didn't even think that you needed to know.
Yes, or expect.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like
Yeah.
I listen to Radio Lab and they
Yeah.
like, talk about a lot of fun topics and fun information that I wouldn't even like think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really
Definitely.
enjoy
Like
that,
on the
yeah.
day to day.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Fair enough. All right, a fashion one. So this applies mostly to you guys. Actually, I'll pick for the next one. Crocs are a must-have footwear item. I don't know about
I
must-have.
think once you get
Yeah.
a Croc, you'll
There's no turning
never
back?
go back. Yeah. But I don't have Crocs. I mean, I do. I have a more fashionable Croc. They're not like the traditional Croc. They're like
What's
they're
a
called
fashionable Croc?
they're called the Brooklyn, I think low or something like that. But they're like a
Okay.
platform heel, and it's like just a strap. It's
Just
like-
one
it's
strap?
Like,
Just like a sandal?
It's a sandal.
Oh,
it's got
okay.
one strap and then
Okay.
another one at the back, and that's it.
Oh, that's not a Croc then.
Oh, but it's made out. It's Crocs.
Really?
Croc branded.
Okay. I think when that is probably referring to like the typical Croc style.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Yeah,
but I
but
think
still.
once you get a Croc,
Yeah.
you'll-
Yeah.
I'm low-key afraid. You guys know my opinions. Watch the previous episode, you guys, about how I feel about Crocs. Like, I only just got into slides, okay?
Yeah.
And
I
apparently
feel
there's a
that.
new type of, like, Vietnamese Croc that's, like, going around as well. And I'm like,
Of course there is.
great, it's branded for my background, my
Yeah.
culture. So good to know. We're doing something well. But, yeah.
No,
What about
I
you,
I
Sam?
used to be so against Crocs. Like the concept of them, I
But?
didn't. But then I did dragon boating, and that was the only like waterproof shoe that I
Oh.
had, or my sister
I
had.
have waterproof.
Yeah.
What do you mean about
They're
waterproof?
made out of plastic.
They're
or
just
silicone
like
or
obviously
something like that.
there's water that can go in, but
yeah,
like
yeah. I was
water
so
that can
confused,
go
that's
in,
right.
but like in the sense that like it, like I wouldn't, like I'm not gonna wear a sneaker in
Yeah,
in a boat,
yeah.
for example.
Okay, yeah.
So my sister had a pair of Crocs, and I completely like hated her on that. That whole idea. And then, because she got gifted that and she was so excited for it. And I was like, not sure about that. I was like, you know, that meme was like, what are those? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what are those? But I eventually caved, tried them. They're super comfy, especially like I only use them when I go like Pilates. So it's like a quick slip on and slip out, but I would not wear them out. Like to the grocery store or to the shops. Like that's just not me. But we'll go on to that.
Just wait till you wear it to the grocery store, then you can't stop.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. We'll
Next thing you know, like you see them like wearing it to the city and all that. It's so
No, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
all right, let's go into our hot takes. So, you guys, we've got listed. We wrote down some of our own hot takes
Yeah.
that we haven't really shown to each other,
Yeah.
and everyone's gonna get a big surprise on what we're gonna say. So, any poodle mix is ugly.
You're hurting me when you say that.
What do you mean?
I disagree.
I so disagree. I,
disagree.
You're
love
arguing
poodle
against my
mixes.
argument. Let's go.
They're
They're
so
cute.
cute.
What?
I don't understand.
Why do you find them ugly?
Yeah.
It's just that amount of curls shouldn't be on anyone. No offense. Just
Wait, what about the people with curly hair? You just hate them.
can you imagine a fully covered curly person? Like head to toe in curls. That's like a Wookiee, but like had a bad perm
So
job
you,
or something.
you hate curls.
It's just
That's what I'm hearing.
oddly unnatural.
that's what
Oddly,
we're getting.
like an actual poodle dog doesn't have full curls, does it? What am I thinking about wrong one? But anyway, it's just too many curls. Like
I don't know.
You know how big a natural poodle dog is?
Yeah.
They're huge.
They're massive.
yeah, but like am I shaved or am I thinking about the wrong dog?
No,
No, they still
they're
have
not
curls.
shaved.
I gotta search this up. But regardless,
Yeah.
like the amount of poodle mixes, like okay,
That's because they're hypoallergenic.
Yes.
still. I mean, people gotta
And they
stop
don't
breeding.
shed.
They don't shed. That is a big plus.
Not my problem. They are
That
ugly.
is-
I'm sorry.
they are not ugly.
As much as people want them to look like a bear, go get a bear. I'm sorry. You just not a poodle
I need
dog.
to know what your definition of cute is for a dog because you have not seen the right cavoodle.
I like sausage dogs. I like
Okay.
But you know,
I
the-
agree.
What
I
about
agree.
corgis? Do you like corgis?
corgis are cute as well.
Sheep-
Okay.
Sorry,
Shebas?
Shivas are hella cute. Yeah.
I swear
just
they're all in
not
the same
curly.
boat.
No,
OMG. That's
No,
why we've got
not.
so many of those breeds because they're so cute. Cavoodle is like one of the most like popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dog.
but it's just like it's like I'm gonna sound like racist towards dog breeds, but it's like stop crossbreeding them. Just have a single species that makes it special.
goodness me.
Although I
Sometimes
did-
they just do it naturally.
Yes.
true,
You
but
can't stop
I
that.
recently saw a lab and sausage dog mix.
Ooh.
That was kind of weird. I
Interesting.
didn't know
Ooh, wait,
how
I
to figure out.
like it. They have like longer hair. They're like golden.
Right.
Oh, this
I
is
know.
this is poodle. Sorry, there's a sausage dog and lab mix on TikTok. They're called Noodle and Tildo.
You need to send me this. I want to
Yeah.
see.
Noodle's so cute, actually.
I want to see.
But anyways, that is my hot take for you guys.
That is so controversial.
These guys got so
Oh,
heated.
disclaimer. These are our own opinions.
Yeah.
So everyone has their own opinion. I don't agree with Luke's, but it's fine. But yes, everyone has their own opinions. So.
Vu, I need you back. Where's the support?
No, Vu's gonna
No, Vu
side.
also-
Vu's gonna side with us.
you.
I know. All right.
yes.
What are you guys next? Let's go.
Well, in terms of, you know how we're talking about Crocs and wearing Crocs to the shops, I don't wear sweatpants out.
Oh,
I am not a sweatpants person in general.
oh,
Yeah.
I love wearing sweatpants.
Yeah,
I do.
no,
Well, not even
a
in
lot of people
winter,
do.
or do you just wear straight out
No.
jeans?
I wear jeans. I wear like thicker pants, like wool pants, and yeah,
What's a wool pant? Okay,
it's
show
like
me
kind of
later.
made of wool, and it's like they're like kind of like pleated pants, but like made
Oh,
out
okay,
of wool.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
It's such a Westy thing. I'm surprised you.
yeah.
like, you
I'm
don't do
not
it.
in that.
What,
In that.
what's why though?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
Doesn't like the
know.
look.
I think I grew up with my family being like, don't wear like PJs out,
Oh,
that kind of thing. So like, I feel like sweatpants is something that I'd wear at home, maybe, but not really out in public.
But it doesn't bother you if someone else wears it.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just I'm not going to wear that out. So I will always look overdressed. Like I'm
Okay.
always overdressed than underdressed
Okay.
normally, and so sweatpants is not in my
Yeah.
closet like fashion.
Can't be bothered. I've actually, I'm glad sweats. I'm like,
No, I definitely agree
on.
that they're comfy and
Yeah.
like I think it's just more of a style thing.
haven't you ever been to the movies with like just PJs on or something?
Nope.
yeah. Don't you want to be comfortable?
Yeah.
Or you feel
I wear
or you
like
find
tights.
comfortable?
I wear like tights.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's my
Comfortable and warm?
comfortable. I just wear a thicker jumper.
Okay.
I only get cold on the top more so than the bottom.
okay.
Yeah. So I know it's a bit weird, but
Okay.
yeah.
All
I
right.
knew that was going to be an interesting one because I know a lot of people who, like my partner and like a lot of my friends who love sweatpants.
It's literally
so.
the Western demographic that's wearing.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you go outside to
Yes.
Chester Hill, Bankstown, right there, you're gonna see
know.
just like sweats everywhere,
know.
even in this temperature.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I look overdressed everywhere I go,
Okay.
especially at the grocery store.
All right. All right.
Yep.
All right. What about you, Jenny?
I think TikTok is a great source of information.
I wouldn't agree with you.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have TikTok, I feel that a lot of people who do have TikTok that are my friends or family provide a lot of insight. And like I also think when it's
But you
very
do
easy.
agree with me?
Yeah, I do
Oh,
agree with
okay.
you. Yeah, because there's been moments where like I search like something in Sydney, like Sydney matcha, like best matcha,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, and I can't do that as well as I can on Instagram than TikTok. So the sources and like the reels that pop up on TikTok, are they called reels on TikTok?
Their videos.
Oh, videos. Okay,
Oh, really?
on TikTok.
Yeah.
My
When
bad.
you said TikTok
TikTok.
Reels in our group chat, I was like, oh.
My bad.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, the videos like that popped up were a lot better than
Yeah.
yeah. And I think there's a lot more people obviously I think on TikTok than Instagram.
think so,
I don't
yeah.
actually know the stat for that. But I definitely would agree
Yeah.
with you. Like even with traveling,
Yep, 100%.
like traveling's
100%.
a really good one. When I was like looking for places to go in Japan, which I'm still looking, there's so much on there.
Yeah.
I'm not
A
using
lot
my
of my
account, but
food recommendations,
Yeah.
like things to do overseas, even in Sydney, are all from TikTok.
yeah.
I find that really helpful. Like
I can imagine.
they need to integrate their locations with Google Maps, I think. And
Okay.
that would be great.
So you can't like look based on location, like how Instagram has like
You
the
can
tag
tag a location, but
Okay.
it doesn't like when you click on it, it doesn't like send you to Google.
Okay.
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 I think that would
so
be
they
good.
need
You
that
have to do
thing.
your own
But it's a
searching.
Chinese like platform, right? So would they ever connect to
Yeah.
Google Maps, do you think?
Oh,
Is there a Chinese
I think
version
Chinese
of
or
Maps?
Singaporean?
I thought it was Chinese.
It's Singaporean.
Oh, is it Singaporean?
Yeah.
It's
I think it is
Singaporean.
Oh,
It's
okay,
owned by a
okay.
Singaporean
Oh,
guy.
okay. Okay.
And there's a whole issue.
Yeah.
Because
About it.
they're banning TikTok in America, like actually doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
It took forever. But
That's
yeah.
Gonna be so
That's very controversial itself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to get
There'd
into
be
it.
so much
Yeah.
backlash on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
There is.
For sure.
My opinion on that hot take, yes, it is a good source of information. But I find it's the quickest source of information
Yes.
and the most dangerous source of information because people can manipulate that into so many different ways.
Yep.
And it's also,
Yeah, you're right.
what is it?
There's a lot of misinformation
Yeah,
as
there's
well,
a lot
yeah.
of misinformation. And then people take it too seriously. I also feel due to that, TikTok is one of the strongest cancel culture applications.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like because of all the misinformation, because
Yeah.
of all the information, how quickly people can mobilize and just like cancel something. Because I
Yeah.
think they used it to cancel Starbucks. It was either Starbucks or one of the Kellogg brands.
Okay.
Because from what I heard from another podcast was that there was a huge issue with one of the cereal brands in America. And they were like, it was right after Thanksgiving, and the advertisement was about how cereal should be the only food that you need for the rest of your life. And obviously that is bad, right? Like cereal
Yeah.
is like
That
unhealthy.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
Why would they
people-
advertise that?
Exactly. It was like a very, very bad, especially after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So people like got onto that, mobilized and on TikTok and then just cancelled it. And like the
How
stocks for that
interesting.
brand went down so quickly. Yeah, and literally cancelled it. Same with
Yeah.
what happened with one of the, I think Starbucks stores or something that happened.
Yeah.
There was a similar issue and it got
Yeah.
cancelled so quickly.
Yeah, I feel like it exponentially like gets worse on TikTok and like it could go badly real quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But-
why they say that that's one of the reasons why America is trying to cancel it.
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
because it's just such a strong
It's just like
force.
blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're afraid that could go over hand and all that.
Yeah.
That's why they're pulling up all these random stuff. Because America tried to cancel TikTok a few times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the CEO, the owner of TikTok, like, he was like, look, you can do whatever you want. Like, if you don't want our servers to be in Singapore, you can take them.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. And then they tried to do it again.
Yeah.
And then, the guy lost or something. And now TikTok is getting banned. But yeah, people are going to find a way around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or there's
They
going to be a
would.
new app. Because before TikTok was Vines.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Vines?
No,
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
used that.
Yeah. Vines was
It's
just
exactly
another-
the same thing.
It's
Oh, is
exactly the
it?
same thing. But I think it was actually made in,
What year was that? Do you guys remember?
Thousands.
we'll be in high school.
Oh, yep. Okay. I do remember the name, but I don't think I used it then because it
Yeah.
took me a while to even get Instagram.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah,
Yeah.
Vines was a hit back then. It
Yeah.
got closed down.
I see.
And then TikTok is a new fad.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
That was a good one.
nice. Very nice.
It is controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the concept of doom scrolling is such a thing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like
I
that,
love me
that
I love me a good
doom scroll. Yeah. I think that was like a term that honestly I only first heard like last year or the year before, and
But it makes so much sense.
it does make so
right?
much sense. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to like already, reduce my screen time on Instagram. So this is why I don't have TikTok. And the concept of doom scrolling is
Doom scrolling is
it could
like
happen.
an evolved version of binge watching.
Yeah.
Like binge watching a TV
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
is like in a
Yeah.
long amount.
Yeah.
And doom scrolling is cutting back into small little
Correct.
Yeah.
bits and then just like trying to like increase or lower our what do you call it?
Attention span.
Attention
Yeah.
span.
Yeah.
And then it keeps us doing whatnot and then just makes us like zombies.
I think it's harder actually when you're on TikTok or Instagram because there's so much variety of stuff online. So I was Instagram scrolling for the first time in like ages. Like I don't normally scroll that long. Like I kind of just look at my feed, but I don't look at the Reels one as much. And then I honestly was there for felt like 30 minutes. I don't think it was 30 minutes, but it just felt like forever. And I was like, I need to stop.
Yeah. It's
need to
so
stop.
dangerous. Yeah.
Sometimes I like do it for an hour or like 2 hours. I'm like, oh,
I have friends who
time
do
just,
that
like, goes
too.
by.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
And like I go on a crazy like reel rampage of like sending reels to everyone because I'm just like scrolling. Oh yeah, that's when you know I'm like on my phone too much when I start sending so many reels.
My next one. Sunny Angels and Labubu are a completely waste of time
And money.
and shouldn't exist. It's so ugly. No, what?
Just Sunny Angels and Labubus. What about like other things from Pop Mart?
Any
and, like,
of the
Smiskies?
following as
What about
well.
Smiskies?
But
Smiskies are so
I love
cute.
Smiskies. I have so many of them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Which
A,
ones
B,
do you?
C.
I need to see your collection.
No, all of
They're
them
so cute.
all fall in the same category. I just named those two because I remember them the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Smiskies, so I'm gonna side with Jenny on this one for that one. But I don't know about Labubus.
Yeah.
I also do like
don't-
Sunny Angels though.
But that
I think they're
category,
cute.
that category of little.
Well, I think like the whole concept of like key rings, like keychains on bags became a really big thing in like Korea, Asia, like early last year, I would say. And then only, I would say like Labubus and Sunny Angels and all of that stuff started popping up a lot more
Yeah.
like after.
Yeah.
So the concept of like key rings and stuff, I like that idea of just like designing and decorating your bag. Love that idea. You don't have a bag, Luke, so I can understand.
Yeah.
I can
You have a
understand.
gym bag.
I don't even put
He's
anything on
definitely
it.
not going to put like a cute thing on that. Yeah, so I think that was a cute idea. But then I don't know where all these like Pop Mart and
It's the blind boxes and
Yeah.
the people who are like feeding off of how Asians love to gamble.
yeah.
That kind of mentality.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Damn, that's
I don't
crazy.
I don't
Yeah.
like that concept. I don't like blind boxes.
But that's
I
exactly
wanna-
what a Smiski is as well, right?
Yeah, that is true, but I think they're cute too. But I don't know, Labubus are not that cute in my mind. I don't know.
I don't have one.
Sunny
I
Angels
also
are
don't think
cute.
they're
I've seen like the ones where like they have it on their phone.
Oh, the
It's like
hippers.
popping up.
The hippers, yeah.
Yeah, those are cute.
I know. My friend showed me. She
don't
showed
know.
me like she like had 5 of them. It's like guess how much? And they're like
Oh, they're not cheap.
They're like $20, $30.
Yeah, they're so
she
not
had
cheap.
like a 50, 60 one. I'm like, and it was in like a
The Labubu ones.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was Labubu.
Yeah.
It was in like a particular case as well.
Yeah.
like-
Because people steal them in Asia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They get stolen.
They're a big trend.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
And you need to protect them in a case so that they don't get wet, they don't
Yeah.
get dirty.
oh my gosh. It's like when people used to in the I'm gonna say the old days, but like in the 90s, 80s when they what was it? Oh, the Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies was like the trend.
What is Beanie Babies? Is that the
it's
teddy bear? What is that?
Like, better to search on your phone, but it's like
Okay.
it was a collectible as well. That
Okay.
and like what's it?
Let me see.
Like the dolls. I can't remember the Sour Patch dolls or something.
Yeah.
Or like
Oh,
Cabbage Patch
I know what
dolls.
you're talking about.
Cabbage
Yes,
Patch
yes,
dolls,
yes.
Yeah. Like,
But
that
this
was a
is
trend.
this has
But-
blown up like
yeah.
no tomorrow. I think because Lisa from Blackpink like did a
does she have the
video.
Labubu?
Yeah, she did a video about like her
okay.
Labubu collection or something, and I think that just went viral because you know how big Blackpink
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
and
Dude,
everyone
I-
just follows.
How much money did you reckon she got from that? I swear. From like
I don't know.
she didn't
I
It's
don't know.
cute.
Yeah,
damn. Missed opportunity. But anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was so
That has
much
definitely
power.
I think
blown
women
up.
just like buying things. And like,
I think the concept of
them, like-
collectibles is a big
Yeah.
like Asian thing as well.
yeah.
I think so.
But like, why
I
people
guess.
collect things like
That's true.
spoons,
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Forks.
character things also is more of
It's
an Asian
thing, yeah.
an Asian community kind of thing. But
Alright,
yeah.
All right, your go, your turn. I'm seeing a lot of my hot takes. You guys are really
Yeah, I
against.
feel like they're very controversial, but I like it. One of mine is I like organizing and like booking restaurants. I know a lot of people don't like
What?
booking.
How's that a hot take? No offense.
I know. It's kind of underwhelming, but I think a lot of my friends don't like booking.
They're just like walking in.
No, it's more like someone else will book it.
I have a small understanding because sometimes I used to
You
get a
don't
little.
understand this, Luke.
No, like I used to get an anxiety over booking, so that's why I wouldn't.
Yes.
And
yeah,
then
some
I met people that started continuously booking.
Yeah.
And then I understood like, it's a safer bet.
Yeah.
But like in terms, if you're talking about my holiday, not booking or anything, okay, yeah, that's different. That was me living precariously. Precariously, yeah.
Yeah.
Freely, yeah.
Freely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't relate. I prefer a booking.
Yeah.
If it's like an Asian restaurant, then
Yeah.
that's fine. Usually walk-ins are
Yeah.
okay because they don't answer their phones anyway. But if
Yeah.
it's like a fancy restaurant,
Yeah.
I'd rather not take the chance of like not
Yeah.
getting a seat. And I'd rather
I think
book.
it's more not that kind of concept. It's more like they just don't like to do the job of booking
Yeah, that's me.
more than
That's you.
Used to be me.
Yeah.
I do bookings now, but yeah, that's used to be me.
Yeah. Like nowadays, you're obviously in a restaurant, you need to book. So that's a given. But I have a lot of friends who don't like doing that in general. Like
What if just no one just books an event and then
I will
go?
book it. I will book that.
Have you ever left it? Just don't do it next time and see where it takes you. I
They
know.
just
know.
ask me.
No.
Like they just keep asking me to like
what
book.
my other anxiety is like if you book an event, like let's say if I booked an event for like 20 plus people, like I got the set amount, and then people start bringing plus ones, like their significant others,
Yeah.
to this event,
Yeah.
and like that gives me antsy. I mean,
No, you lock in the numbers beforehand.
Yes.
I did. I tried, and then it was like, oh, can I bring this person on? I was like, oh, this person wants to go. Can they come?
Too late.
Yeah. Tell them that. And then I just look like a bad person while like denying everyone.
Yeah.
And everyone else said yes.
Yeah.
And then I just get like the anxiety of like calling back. It's like, hey, we got more
Add
people.
one more person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add one more person. I'll send more money for the deposit, whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that annoys me.
That
yes.
would. That would. Yeah.
If you're listening, you know who you are. But
Oh.
anyways. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know
yes.
mine was quite underwhelming, but I feel like
Yeah.
not everyone likes to book. things.
Okay. What about you, Jenny?
Okay, my hot take. I think this is going to be very controversial, but I think people who are Indigenous, like very barely Indigenous, and are taking advantage of the like Indigenous programs that Australia makes. What am I trying to say? I just think they're given too many advantages, and at that point, when they've barely got Indigenous blood, then they're the same as like us. But like we didn't get as many advantages as they currently have. They would
privileges.
have like stuff in school, stuff in work. Like there's no Asian program
Yeah.
in like workplaces, but
Yeah.
they have like an Indigenous program
Yeah.
for like the youths and like people who are. It's on every like application that you would apply for a job.
Right.
Are you
Yeah.
Indigenous?
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
don't-
just like if they're like very minorly Indigenous, I feel like they've already assimilated enough, which I know is a bad thing, but they've been given these opportunities and they've taken them, which is great. But I feel like people who
They
are
might take
again
advantage of it.
minorly Indigenous,
Yeah.
they're taking advantage of these programs that are like made for people who like are actually disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Like there are people who try. I agree. I agree with you 100%. Because there are people who 100% try and need that to get in, but then
Yeah.
there are people who don't try and use that to get in.
Yeah.
Like
and
as
they
like
don't
a free
deserve it.
ticket.
Yeah.
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 Like
I think that's something that we can't. It's unfortunate because we can't. Not unfortunate, but it's something that we can't change in the history.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
know.
Like
Yeah.
it's something that will, I think, forever be in play because of the history that that Australia went through, and like the Asian community will not. Like I don't think will ever get to that stage.
Agree.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like, I was thinking about as in long term, like Australia wants to be multicultural, right?
Yeah.
In let's say 100 to 200 years in the future.
Yeah.
By that point, everyone's going to be somewhat mixed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So how does this rule apply? Like, does
I
that
feel
make
like
sense?
I think
Yeah, which is why I was
Yeah.
looking up earlier. They have like legislation on how to like define Indigenous, but it's like, okay, let me read it
If
out.
you're like 164th Aboriginal,
I know, but let me read this
yeah.
out. It's like an Aboriginal native of Australia or any of the islands adjacent or belonging thereto, or any person of Aboriginal descent whose moral or intellectual and physical welfare the board was to promote the view of their assimilation into the general community. So there is like a definition of them, but it's still,
it's quite broad.
yeah, it's very broad.
Yeah.
But they have like I don't know, they have like different definitions, but like
different
a
criteria.
half-caste child whose age does not apparently exceed 18 years.
What?
Is this an example?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
And every state has varied definitions of an Aboriginal as well. Because
Yeah.
I know, well, Western Australia, I read somewhere was like, if you're a quarter Indigenous, then
Yeah.
you're counted as an Aboriginal.
Okay.
Whereas if you're not, then
okay. So I guess that's somewhat all right. Is that weird to say? Because it sounds like by the way that if Australia is constantly changing these rules state by state, eventually to a point where I'm not going to say not exists, but it's going to be phased out, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like, I think the concept of like, you know, those questions of like, are you Indigenous or Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander, for example, in like the work employee kind of questionnaires, I think that, especially because we're becoming more multicultural, I feel like that will eradicate like slowly. Because I feel like asking that kind of question is like segregating them into a whole new bucket.
Exactly.
And that's kind of separating them from like all the other, like, I guess, immigrants and
Yeah.
like migrants
but I
from
thought
other
they
countries,
wanted to
right?
be separated because
Yeah.
how
I think to, like-
how much that they've been pushed into our culture.
Yes.
But they also want to gain their culture back.
Yeah.
Like that way
Yeah.
as well. I just don't like how people are taking advantage
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
system, I guess. I would
Yeah.
rather it go to people who actually need it and like actually want to grab a new opportunity
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get a better life, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate that like I think with all, like, even if it was a different like race, for example, it'd be the same kind of
Yeah.
story, right?
Yeah.
Like someone would abuse the system in
Yeah.
what way?
Yeah, exactly.
Like people will abuse this like Centrelink
Unfortunately.
system.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I agree.
example,
sometimes
so-
sometimes you sort of need to abuse the system to get
Yeah.
ahead in that kind of way.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
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 So, like, do you guys know about how like Yale and Harvard and like all these students are getting like the highest GPA and all that, and then they literally have to pick the minority to like fill in the rest. Like, there's a certain amount of Asians that can get in, and then the rest of the minorities that like didn't do as high or barely did any as high got in without the proper qualifications just because of the like not the disabilities. What am I thinking about?
Race.
like the disadvantages.
Yeah,
and,
disadvantages
like,
that boosted them up enough to like be apparently worth going.
is it like
Does it make sense?
is it like for HSC when you have like the schools that are like more disadvantaged and like you get more points? Is it like kind of like that?
Same with selective schools. Like
Yeah.
a lot of Asians and all that. A lot of Asian kids, their parents put them through selective school
Yeah.
and trial testing and all of that.
Yeah.
And selective schools can pick a certain amount of students, right?
Yes.
But even for those who don't really do really, really well,
Yes.
like barely know enough,
Yeah.
they get put in just because of a minority and just like
Really?
background. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then once they get into the selective school, if this applies to what was it? OC, which opportunity class.
Yeah.
Like this applies to them. Because
Yeah.
once the kids get in, right, they won't be able to keep up with the class. Because they actually aren't equipped with that knowledge
Yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to all the other students that tried, that
Yeah.
practiced and whatnot.
Yeah.
They only got in because of a specific criteria that they fit that is required for the quota.
Then why
for
would
the
they? Why would they include those people that don't fit? Like, I don't see why.
Schools
like James Roos would do
just
that.
have
like,
to do that. I
Yeah,
think.
they will have to do it as a minority.
it's just like a
thing
quota that they
and-
have to
Yeah,
hit.
quota. Yeah.
Yeah.
but then it looks bad on the school when like one.
I think
school-
it's
one
more
kid is
of
not
a-
performing.
It's worse in one case than the other. So it's like the lesser of two evils, I guess.
Yeah.
You'd rather have a diverse
It's like trying to find the
school
balance. Yeah.
rather
It's like
than a
Yeah.
completely smart school.
Yeah.
I
I think it's like kind of like trying to like you know how in a workplace like they're trying to like hit the culture card, the
Yeah,
gender
but diversity
card,
higher as
diversity,
well.
like it's kind of
Yeah.
like that with schools as well.
Yeah.
Well, if they're
Yeah.
not making the cut, I mean, it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like your gender or your diversity changes how
Yeah.
you study.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
my opinion.
Yeah.
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 So
That's right.
It's a different
But it's unfortunate.
concept. Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's very hypocritical on how they think. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
we're not trying to segregate you, but we're segregating you. Or
Yeah.
we're not trying to look and do this and do that, but they're doing it. But yeah, that was an issue in like Harvard, Yale, all the
Yeah.
top unis over there. They have the same issue. Like kids getting 99. Well, I don't know whether they call them or GPA.
GPAs,
the
yeah.
highest GPA. They didn't make it in, and someone that barely got anything got hit in. And
That
then,
would have been so difficult to come to terms with.
exactly. That's why a lot of like Asian background students, like they end up feeling lost. They
Yeah.
studied so hard and they couldn't
Yeah.
get
Oh,
in for a
that's so
specific
sad.
point.
That is really sad.
That's why I think there's also other criteria where it's like, or what do you do? Do you work? Do you also like have any hobbies? Do you provide just to
Like extracurricular.
extracurricular stuff? That's why it's so
Yeah.
important in
Yeah.
like college for
Yeah.
them, because it weeds everyone out as
Yeah.
well.
I feel like that'd be really challenging for the people who didn't make it, that like tried so hard and
It
got
is.
to a good
It
score,
is.
but like didn't hit the cut, like make the cut. Like
Yeah.
I'd
But there are
be
a bunch of different schools.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like if you were trying so hard to like go into one school, like it would be hard to make sense of it all.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I truly want to know the statistic of how those people that got in due to the minority vote,
Yes.
like, where are they now? Like, did
Yeah.
they stay in uni? College?
good point.
Or did they get kicked out?
Yeah.
Honestly. Because I feel like
That'd be
that's a
quite
well
interesting.
hidden fact. And if like colleges showed that to like people like who like support the whole ethnicity higher and all that,
Yeah.
they can understand.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not the case in our reality. But yeah.
Wow.
But yes.
No, that's a good point though.
But yes. Oh, so that was piggybacking off your one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. My next hot topic.
Oh, do I have any more?
Oh, we're actually going pretty far. Oh, should we go into recap? What do you guys reckon?
Maybe
You can do one more.
I think
Okay.
one more.
One more each, or just my one in general?
Oh,
We just go.
yeah.
All right. As such, as immigrants can celebrate their own culture, they should do a better effort in assimilating into Western society. That's my hot take.
Yeah. Because they're in a different country.
Yeah.
They should at least try and assimilate
Yeah.
to the country that they're existing in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But also not letting go of their own right.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I know, like, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen and I've met people who move to the country and don't try to learn English. Or like they're like significant, like I met people, they told me their significant other or their family don't try to learn English, even moving here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yes, I understand you came here to
Build a life.
build a life and whatnot, but if you want to like incorporate like your family into this new world that you have moved to, you have to also try.
Yeah,
Can't, it
you
can't
have
be
to
a
immerse
one-way
yourself.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Agree.
trying to hold on to your culture, your background or whatever,
Yeah.
but you got to do a better effort, right? How are you going to be an example for your kids?
Yeah.
What's the
Yep,
point?
agree.
Yeah, especially if their kids are going to be going to school here and learning English here, then they're only doing themselves a favor and their family a favor if they learn like
Exactly.
the language. So I definitely agree with you. I think it's hard to find the balance sometimes though.
Like if you immigrate here, you don't have time to learn
Yeah,
the language as
especially
well.
Yeah, because you're trying to just get by and like
Yeah.
go through the motion of like
Yeah.
I guess survival and working and attaining money.
Yeah.
So
It's a fine line.
yeah, it is a fine line. But I think at the end of the day, it is important because I've seen the side of where like an immigrant family came and their child is like struggling at school, for example, and they are not able to help in that regard and they can't speak English to their teachers. I don't know how that works because how do they go to their teacher interviews?
They either don't or
just
they,
yeah.
Yeah.
at best, there's a request for a translator.
Yeah.
At best.
Oh, really? They
Yeah.
do that now?
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
But
yeah.
like to that
Yeah.
point, you to facilitate like your child's education, you need to obviously involve yourself in that. And if you can't even speak English to the teacher or understand and help your child, like with whatever the problems are, then I see that as like, what's the word? Not like neglect, but it's not fulfilling what a parent should do.
Honestly,
Unfortunately.
thinking about it now, applying this to Australia, we have it somewhat pretty lucky. Maybe it's just like
Because we're multicultural.
we're
Yes. 'Cause
'Cause
multicultural.
so we understand.
We understand to a degree. But like, no offense, but looking at Europe right now with all the immigrants that are coming in, and maybe it's just the like media that's displaying a bad, it's just propaganda, right? But it's just like people coming in, not doing anything, not doing work, not trying their best to learn the language. It's just like,
But everyone in Europe knows how to speak English to a degree. Everyone in Europe knows how to speak English to a degree. So they can just speak English and not actually learn part of the culture. So I guess that in a way is bad.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's just my hot take. It's just, and sometimes, I don't know, when people come very standoff-ish when it comes to talking about their own culture and like whatnot. Because like Lunar New Year, I introduced you guys to it, right? Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
But then some people I feel like are very standoffish and
With their
Not
culture, like
forthcoming.
they're
not
ashamed.
Not ashamed. It's more way like they celebrate their culture without considering others. Does it make sense?
As in, like, they don't.
Like Lebanese people being really loud
Yes. Like them. Okay. Yes.
with their celebrations.
Wait.
Yeah,
like
so
their
like
lavish
they
celebration.
will-
They close the street.
Yes.
off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I understand the Ramadan markets.
Yeah.
That's 100% fine. They're very
Yes.
open about that. But
Yes.
there are some other traditions they do,
Okay.
which are like very effective. I feel like Asians, we cover it pretty well. We're very respectful and whatnot
Yes.
about what we do
Yeah.
and how we do it.
different to like the way that we've been brought up in like an Asian kind of, I guess, what's the word? Asian household
Yeah.
is quite respectful. So it makes sense.
And I know a few Africans, I feel like they're more reserved than us. Like they
Ooh.
keep it to themselves, very quiet. If they do muck around, they let people know.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that's just my hot
Hot
take,
take.
guys. Yeah. But yes.
That's a
What
good one.
about you, Sam? Another one?
Another one. I don't. So I used to. This is a prior hot take, but I used to never understand the concept of naps.
Oh, you're telling us this. Yeah.
I used to never understand it.
I'm ready to take a nap right now.
Yeah, I know.
Amen, right? And it's like the middle of the day.
Yeah. Now I understand it a lot more. Maybe it's an age thing. I don't know.
You
but-
know. I think I told you this before, but you know, Vietnamese. Napping is a huge thing in Vietnam, right?
Is it?
Like literally at 12 or 1, they'll give you an hour and a half or 2 hours break.
Like a siesta. Like,
What?
you know what a siesta is?
Is
a
that
siesta?
They
like a
have
party?
afternoon breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah,
in
that.
Greece.
Yeah, so literally
Everything closes at like 2 p.m. and then opens back up at like 5. That's what
I
some
did not
stores
know
here do
that. I did not know that.
Is it
So
called
yeah.
a siesta? The afternoon siesta?
I have
Not
no
sure what it's
idea.
called, but in Vietnam, they literally send you, like you have an hour or 2 break. You go home either having lunch with your family and just take
Yeah.
a nap.
Wow.
Yeah, you just take a nap because nap's a big thing.
Yeah.
And because in Vietnam, everything's so close and it's just like you drive by motorbike as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's not a lot of like worry about traffic.
Yeah.
So you go home, eat, nap, go back to work.
Yeah,
Done
that's
deal.
exactly what an afternoon siesta is.
That's the siesta.
How
It's
interesting.
Spanish.
Ah.
I see.
I want to explain something. That's why a lot of the opening hours in Spain was like closed between like a 2-hour gap, 3-hour gap.
And they open up a bit later
Makes
after
sense.
dinner.
Well, you know.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's the world against you, Sam.
No. Now
joking.
I do understand the concept.
Do you take
of
naps then?
Not that often, but here and there. Like not during
Yeah.
the week, because I work during the week. But
Yeah.
maybe like, oh, there's a bug. Oh, but yeah, normally like on weekends, if I like wake up really early,
Yeah.
then I might take a nap midday. I mean, like afternoon. Sorry, but
So
yeah.
back then, like when someone would take a nap, you'd be like, "What are you
I don't
doing?"
understand this.
Wow.
I really don't.
Would you be
understand
just like, "Get up, let's go"?
No, I just do my own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Understandable. All right.
So interesting.
What about you, Jenny? Last hot take?
I don't have any more.
You don't have any more?
My other hot take was like, I think you guys probably don't know this, but when I watched the NRL, I really like this guy called Ezra Man.
I don't know who that is.
But when I mentioned it to Julian, he was like, "That's a hot take because first of all, he's short, and he's like."
Wait, are you talking about like as in just physically? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Show him a picture. Show Sam.
Okay.
It'll probably be an unpopular.
I don't-
What's her name?
I
Say it
don't
again clearly into the mic.
Ezra Man.
Ezra Man. Okay. While that is happening, I'll tell you guys a few other hot takes. Wait, no.
Sorry, his last name is Mam. M-A-M.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think he's really good on the field.
Okay.
And I think a lot of these NRL players,
Yeah.
the fact that they like are great with their role in
Yeah.
the game is like
Yeah.
a turn on.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a lot of the players, actually, if you look at their profile pictures online, they're actually not that great.
Yeah.
But if you see them in like,
In person playing.
yeah, it's actually better.
Different
It's
concept.
much better.
Fair enough.
and like if you see their Instagram photos where they're actually like doing modeling and sponsorships,
Yeah.
it's much better than
Of
like
course.
when they're on the like field sweaty and
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense.
Good to know. All
I
right.
think there's a thing about like how people look better in person than on photos.
yeah,
So
yeah.
All right.
sense.
So, do you guys think that hot takes honestly just clickbait these days? I feel like the amount of
Clickbait?
clickbait that I've seen, like I press because it's a hot take.
Oh, because you
Just-
think it's interesting.
Yeah,
like
but
it's like
man, it's just
controversial
like-
and like
it would be
I
like
would say
that's
so.
just marketing.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be like how many grams of protein can the body take, right? And they do a whole
Yeah.
thing about like asking random people and like how much protein you can have in one sitting,
Yeah.
and it's just like, well, guess what? There's no determined answer. I'm like, what the heck? I just pressed a video. and
I
it's like wasted a few
absolutely
minutes.
hate
Wait,
that.
you think it's a waste of time?
I
that
think
they
that's a
went
waste
through
of
all
time.
that?
I actually
Yeah,
hate that.
like for them it's for views, but I'm like,
when it's underwhelming.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, come on, I want a
That
conclusion.
triggers me.
Like no one likes cliffhangers, right?
Yes.
And like,
Unless there's another season.
and then probably another hot take is like cliffhangers are like important. You need them, but no, you do not need them.
Wait, what do you guys think about spoilers?
I don't care.
I hate spoilers.
Oh, I don't care.
I don't like. I don't.
What do you
like-
mean by spoil it?
Like if I'm gonna watch a series and then someone tells me what's gonna happen in the series, I hate that. I
Okay,
don't-
I thought talking about like trailers and spoilers.
No, not trailer. Trailers is okay, unless the trailer gives you the whole story and plotline.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
The only trailer that was like a bit of a spoiler that was done really well was
Yeah.
for The Invisible Man, because they put in a scene in the
haven't watched it
trailer
yet.
that wasn't actually in the movie. It was in like the
Oh.
extended or the deleted scenes.
Okay.
So like everyone was expecting a scene
Yes.
from the trailer, but it
Yeah.
never happened.
Oh.
It was like really
feel
done
about
well.
that.
But yeah, anyways,
That's
that's
quite
my
I
different.
don't really care about spoilers because
Okay.
I like watching the journey to
Get to
them.
that.
Yeah, to get to that point.
Okay.
I don't mind it because like I
Okay.
still need to watch it to see how they got to that point.
No, I like to know, like especially when it's a complete like different plot, like a massive plot twist. I don't want to know because I want to be kept on my toes. Because I'm pretty good at like guessing what the next step is, especially in like horror movies. If there's gonna be a jump scare, I know when it's gonna happen. Or like any kind of like thriller, like
Yeah.
or suspense, I kind of know what's gonna happen. So I like to be kind of kept on my toes. So if someone was gonna tell me that this happened and I'm like shocked, I'm like I didn't expect that, then I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, you just spoiled the whole thing.
Note taken.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me see. So, sorry. All right. With that, let's go on to some other hot takes. Hey. All right. So let's finish off with some other hot takes. So one is Beyonce is overhyped. Do you agree?
No.
I love
She is
Beyonce.
not overhyped.
She is a
She is
queen.
great. She's
Yeah.
a badass.
Did you see her at that
The halftime show?
Yes, that was incredible. I didn't know
I liked
many of the
Rihanna's better.
songs.
I like Rihanna's one better, to be honest.
There's a hot take now that Rihanna can't sing.
Yeah.
How do you know about that too?
Yeah. I know about that. I know about that.
I mean,
Yeah, there was
to be
so much
fair,
hate
she
on
just
her.
went through like
A pregnancy.
pregnancy
Yeah.
too, right?
She
Stuff-
is pregnant. I don't know if she had
Oh,
birth
again?
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
She was pregnant at the show.
Yeah.
At the last year's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I heard that when she performed, there was so much hate because they were like, "Is she really singing?"
So you like the fake performance?
I don't know. I just liked it.
Can't tell if it's
She just
real.
tried, and then the dance choreography. I was just like, oh, and then everyone was
Yeah.
flying in the air, which was awesome.
Well, I liked
Yeah.
Rihanna's songs more than Beyonce's, but Beyonce is always
Okay. Another one. Crypto is a bubble that's bound to burst. I don't believe that. No, yes, I've got a lot of friends invested in crypto and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Sorry, as in like you don't believe in crypto, or you don't believe that the bubble will burst.
I don't think the bubble will burst.
Okay.
Like, it will be on the verge of bursting all the time. And
Yeah.
that is the whole conspiracy of it. It will keep people like buying and investing, like winning and losing
Yeah.
on that medium forever. That's what I believe in.
Yeah.
Conspiracy, yeah, whatever. But yeah. Do you guys agree?
Agree. I don't think it'll burst.
Yeah.
It's just another thing. Well, like the government is putting a lot of funds into it. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's sketchy as hell. If
It
they're putting
is.
money into it, then that's something dodgy.
I feel like they've got something tunneling into
really?
there.
You reckon?
Yeah, they must. If they're putting in money, there's definitely money coming back to them
Yeah.
somehow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a stock.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
That's
feel
why
like
getting more money.
they're it's definitely another conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I mean, like,
okay.
stock, no offense,
I
but
swear.
stocks is just a bunch of hogwash.
No.
Like-
you did not just say that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Not
was
sure
just
about that one. Not sure about that one.
Wait.
Okay, so even, what do you call it? Even the third Batman movie? They were talking, because it happened or something, where they completely destroyed the stock market and no one knew, like, I don't know how it ended, but pretty much it's like, what would happen? Would it be the end of the world if the stock market crashed?
Yes.
Yes.
It actually would be.
Honestly.
Yes, it would.
Explain to me how, like,
The whole like economics of the world will like disappear. And,
Yeah.
like, you know stocks fund companies, right?
yeah, I know that. I know
Yeah.
that for
Yeah.
a fact. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. It's just, for me,
So
it's
many
like,
companies would be bankrupt.
it's,
So many.
The world wouldn't run.
For sure not.
but that's the also, how do I say it? Scary thing about it. Like, it's just.
But it's true.
It is true. It is true. But like, I kind of see it want to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
okay.
a
I don't want to
chaotically
see
evil,
that when it happens.
but I want to see it happen. I want to see it crash, and all these people investing in stocks over the years, money and
Why are you
whatnot.
so pessimistic?
Because
Like you want to see the downfall of everyone that's invested in stocks.
that, and because I know that the government plays an evil, huge role in stocks. I do want to see them fail as well.
Wow.
Because it's like a
That's an
monopoly.
interesting
Once
take.
a
Yeah, that is a very
monopoly,
interesting
once
take.
a monopoly is destroyed, like let's say if McDonald's was just like gone skis, how would the world react?
That'd
Can
be
you
so
fathom it?
interesting.
Like, can you
That'd
actually
be so
fathom it?
Interesting.
All right.
A lot of jobs would be lost.
So
I
many.
think
Oh my
I think a lot
God.
of lives would actually be destroyed.
That
Yeah,
which is true.
Exactly, because so many people invest in McDonald's, franchising
Yeah.
and whatnot, and it's incorporated into other many businesses as well.
Yeah.
Coke and all the drinks that follow along with it.
Yeah. All the partnerships.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna go
Yeah.
down. That could lead.
You
want
wanna see that happen?
I want to see it happen because there's so much power that goes into one single thing.
I really
kinda-
don't want-
I'm gonna miss my Macca's.
I know, right? Mac is grand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I don't
Don't you
want to.
wanna
I don't
see,
want to be
like-
there for that when it happens for you to see it. No, thank you. No, thanks.
but like you get my idea, right?
We'll go get Macca's for the last time.
yeah.
And-
Please tell us when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know when it goes
Yeah.
down. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like a curiosity, but we put in so much faith in like something that isn't truly physical. Like, okay, McDonald's is physical, but like stocks,
Yeah.
especially,
Stocks used to be physical.
used to be
Yes.
physical. But
So-
the fact, it's like a conspiracy about banks, which we're going to talk about in another episode.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, banks is a con, you guys. No, that's my hot take. Banks are a
Is that
con.
how you feel about like loans?
Oh.
That's also a con. Like, look. Here's, no. Go. Wait. It's not going out now. Look, if every single person went to a bank and withdrew all their money, I'm sorry.
That's not happening.
It's not possible.
Yeah, it's not.
Physically
It's
not
not.
impossible.
It's
No
not.
bank can.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
the
like
banks don't hold that much money.
Correct.
Exactly. Banks are just borrowing money from other people and giving it to other people.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's how a bank works.
Exactly.
It's not a con.
It's a con. It's a false built understanding
Now
that we
Luke's gonna
built
tell me
upon.
that he only uses cash, like
No,
physical
I
cash.
know.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
know.
he has no money
I
in the
have
bank.
fallen into the con. Okay, we're gonna leave this for another conspiracy episode because we're going over my. All right, you guys. But anyways, oh my
I'm
gosh,
flabbergasted.
I'm like shook. I'm like so confused.
it's a hot take. It's my hot take.
Yeah.
All right, look, I use banks and all that. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
let's
getting
be
heated. I use banks and all that. Okay, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about this. What I find it's like not conspiracy, but it's a con.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just a con for
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways, all right.
Oh my god.
Look, that's honestly a good point to end it on.
Yes,
We're all a
sure.
bit shook of a moment.
I'm so
All right,
questioning.
so thank you guys for listening. This is Casual Corner Chats. I'm too shocked. We are talking about hot topics. You
Hot
guys
take.
heard
Yes.
hot takes.
Yes.
You guys heard mine, Jenny's, and Sam. Do remember, you guys, these are our own opinion. Okay,
Yes.
we don't have any ill will against these people, topics, or anything we mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so don't hate on us. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Okay, so happy to see you guys next time on Casual Corner Chats.
Thanks,
Bye. Hey guys, if you liked the episode, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
You can listen to us weekly on Spotify or watch us on YouTube.
If you're interested in more content, check out our Instagram and TikTok.
Comment on any of our platforms if you have a question or a topic that you want us to cover.
See you guys next time.
Bye.